Hi, my name is Yatharth and I'm the co-founder and CEO of KNOWIDEA. Over the next couple of minutes, I exactly want to explain what is KNOWIDEA, why was this built, and how can we help you. The core reason why KNOWIDEA was built to provide predictive intelligence for leaders. How do we do that? By providing clarity. No idea is created for that one singular purpose of providing clarity to leaders and they're making the most important business decisions related to strategy, operations, or personnel. The way we are able to provide clarity is by combining three critical pillars. And those three critical pillars are business intelligence, market intelligence, and predictive intelligence. Business intelligence is able to understand all of your company data and context and identify trends and patterns. Once those trends and patterns are identified, we are able to compare it to market and industry benchmarks to understand what the peer group is doing and what the industry leaders are doing. Once we have both the pieces of information, which is the past and the present, we are able to look at the future by providing predictive intelligence. Combining all three of them together, we provide clarity and clarity in a way where you know the what, why, how, and when instantly. Our equation is very clear. Every decision is an amalgamation of two things: clarity plus judgment. We master the clarity, you bring the judgment. So, who is it this built for actually? If you are a CEO, CFO, COO, or anyone in a leadership position and are making high stakes decisions, stop relying on dashboards and basic reports. You need no idea to give you idea. How do we do it? How do we go from data all the way to decision? What is our backend architecture like? Why are we so advanced? Well, the answer to all of it is on the next slide, and it is called PIE, PIE, Predictive Intelligence Engine. Predictive Intelligence Engine is exactly what fuels all of the backend of No Idea. If you look at your screen, what you are seeing in front of you is a framework that looks like a snakes and ladder diagram. You start off with data and context and you go all the way to decision. As an operator in the industry, I realized that the biggest problem was there was lack of clarity in all the definitions that were being thrown around. What is information? How is this different than insight? What is insight? How is this different than intelligent? We simplified all of it and created one standard format. When data and context is combined, you get pieces of information. When multiple pieces of information are combined, benchmarked, and evaluated, you are able to identify trends and patterns and breakages of those trends and patterns, and that is insight. Most softwares on the internet stop over there. But once you have these insights, you have multiple of those. How are you able to connect every single insight to a business expected value or a business return on investment? Is where it becomes a prediction. If a prediction does not have your company's guardrails and risk assessment, it becomes stupidity, not intelligence. When we provide you intelligence, that is the final piece of the puzzle. Looking at an intelligence report, you should be able to make your human judgment to take any single problem, hypothesis towards decision. In other words, the first layer is business intelligence, the second is market intelligence, and the third one is predictive intelligence, all of them combining together to give clarity and supports decision intelligence. If you're on our website, just scroll down and go to the case studies tab. We have 90 plus case studies from real industry experiences and problems that we have solved for top level CEOs, CIOs, COOs. There is so much valuable information, insights, and intelligence over there. And if you want to know more or discuss your specific use case, just book a slot with me through my website or send me an email.